welcome to One Girl in All the World, the Buffy the Vampire Slayer rewatch podcast where we recap each episode in order and discuss. I'm Ashley, Buffy superfan.
Kimmy, Buffy newbie.
You can find us on all major podcast apps, YouTube, and Instagram with new episodes on Tuesdays. All right, are we ready to go on a couple first dates? We haven't had any first dates in a while.
Haven't, no, that's
I'm
true.
trying to think what our last first date was. Maybe...
Xander tried going on a date with the girl's dog that got eaten by the demon.
He asked Nancy out, but it never...
They didn't go on a date, did they?
That far, no. Maybe Dawn? Trying to go out with the guy that was the vampire.
Oh, the vampire. Oh, right,
yeah.
right.
Other than that, I was going to say maybe Spike trying to take Buffy on
Oh, wait. What about Willow and Kendall?
Kennedy.
Yeah,
okay, yes.
K-person.
A lot of these people are, like, not knowing it's a date. Like, Spike trying to take Buffy in season 5.
That's true.
Anyway, we have two... We're making up for lost time because we have 2 first dates in this episode. All right, so first date originally aired February 11th, 2003. So, right, this would have been like a Valentine's Day episode. And the synopsis... it was written by Jane Epstein, who we love, and directed by David Grossman. And the synopsis is... Principal Wood asked Buffy out on a date, arousing her suspicions and other things. I added that, and piquing her interest, her curiosity, and a secret about the principal's past is revealed. Xander has a date of his own with a strange woman he met buying rope. Anya's jealous side rears its ugly head at the idea of Xander dating someone else. Meanwhile, the First is back in the game, this time focusing on Andrew. All right. Okay, so we first start out in England, where we see how Giles got out of that pickle with the Bringers.
Because he's explaining it to them.
Yeah. And we see him fight the Bringer off, kill the Bringer, and then we go to the graveyard where he's telling Buffy and the Potentials they're walking through the graveyard. He's regaling them with how he's like
ninja skills.
Yeah, these sixth sense that I developed over the years. Mm-hmm. And then he's so proud of himself, and then Spike tackles him, in which he does not sense coming. The irony. And they both look at each other, and Spike's like, "You're not the first," because Spike has obviously not been pulled into the loop that Giles is not the first.
Right.
And Giles says, "You're not in pain. You hit me, and you didn't.
Your chip didn't go off.
Didn't go off.
Weird."
Yeah. And Buffy and Spike are like, well, well, we had to remove it. Either take it out or remove it. And
Giles is not having it.
He is not happy.
He was upset.
He's like, you removed the chip.
Yeah.
His voice is all high.
It makes sense. Like I was saying last time, like, what are they going to do? Get it? Like, if it degrades again, they're just going to get it replaced every however many years. Like, doesn't make sense.
Yeah. I think Giles doesn't, he would be like, yeah, let's just replace it every couple of years or whatever. But yeah, it's Giles, Yeah. So he's very annoyed by this. And I love when he says, if Spike is like, if you thought I was the first, and Spike says, I thought you were supposed to be all go throughable. He's like, well, then why did you tackle me? And he's like, good point. Spike did not think that through. So then we go to the credits, and we come back at Buffy's, and Giles is cautioning Buffy on trusting Spike.
Well, he's dangerous. We don't want a free-range Spike.
Yeah, free-range Spike. And basically saying, you can't trust him. And she's like, I know, I just know that I had a feeling that it was the right thing to do. Like those instincts you were speaking about. He's like, I made that up. That was so funny. And she's like, also I just have an instinct about stuff. Also, like Principal Wood, like she thinks Principal Wood is like suspect. Like something's going on with him.
Concerned about him, yeah.
Yeah. And then Giles again is telling her like worried about her trusting Spike, and she says, I can like tell that she has feelings for him still. And she says, he can be a good man, but we would have to like give him the opportunity to be a good man. He
needs a chance.
Things have changed since he's been back.
Giles wants more for her, though.
Wants more for her. Just like he didn't want her with Angel.
I want more for her, too.
He didn't want Angel, for her, or he doesn't want to be with a vampire, obviously. Yep. And Giles can tell, like I said, that you have feelings for you, I can tell. For him, you can tell. And she says he's different, and she's like, nothing's happening. He's like, it doesn't matter if nothing's happening physically between you. Like, you rely on each other. It's a connection, you rely on each other. Mm-hmm. And
it could affect her judgment.
Yeah, he's thinking he does affect her judgment, and then she just says, she ignores him and says, I know what I'm doing.
She's a big girl.
Yeah. At the hardware store, Xander is at a tool demo because the sign says tool demo today. So
I missed that. I must have been like writing down because I wrote question mark for where they were first.
Yeah, it was right in the beginning. Like there was like a sign in the back.
Okay.
And so he sees this attractive girl, Ashanti. Remember Ashanti?
Oh, I do actually.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is Ashanti, the singer.
Okay.
So she has a little...
cameo?
Yeah, I mean, a little bit more than a cameo. But yeah, she has a little guest appearance on in this episode. So he likes her. She's looking at rope. He walks over and tries to help her out. And she's like, you don't work here. And he's like, oh, you know, they have this kind of like, he's trying.
He knows a lot about rope, though.
Boy, is he trying.
Yeah, a little too hard.
She has a kayak that she wants to like put up in the garage. And he's kind of like helping her figure it out. And then he just really bluntly asks her for coffee. So, yeah. That's where they're gonna go. At school, Buffy is snooping in Principal Wood's office, and she's about to open this cabinet.
This big wooden cabinet. It just looks weird, actually.
Yeah, it's very flat. Yeah, it's very
Yes.
flat. Like, what could you put in there?
Yeah.
But then she gets caught. Principal Wood comes in, and she's like, "Oh, I was just looking for a stapler and like a folder and a pencil or whatever." And he's like, "Yeah, they're not in here. Like,
Obviously,
the supply closet." She's like, "Silly me, silly me." And then he asks her to dinner,
and which I was not expecting.
And she's surprised. She's surprised as you were, Kimmy.
Yeah.
And she accepts, even though she's like okay, like what is this about? She leaves, and he pulls out a bloody knife,
wipes it off,
and then opens that cabinet, puts up a decoy white erase board, dry erase board, and then he has all these weapons, and he places it in a missing
how very Spider-Man cave, or wait, not Spider-Man, Superman. Yeah.
Like the Bat Cave? Is anything like that?
No, it's like Superman in the TV show with Terry Hatcher. He had like a thing like that.
It's been a long time since I watched that. Yeah, so he's all these hidden weapons behind there. All right, so at Buffy's, Willow is talking to Buffy about this date and about Principal Wood. And she's like, maybe it's a promotion.
Maybe it's work related. Maybe it's not like a date.
Maybe it's a promotion. And Willow laughs. She's like, ow. Like, you think I couldn't be promoted? And then she's like, maybe he is interested. And she's like, it would help you move on.
Yeah.
And she's like, from Spike. And she's like, why does everyone in this house think I'm still in love with Spike? Which is a very interesting line, because no one ever said she was in love with Spike. She's never said she was in love with Spike.
No, I mean, she actually said she wasn't in love with Spike, if anything.
She says, why do you think people think I'm still in love with Spike? That's a really weird line, but I'll take it.
Because, she obviously had feelings for him.
Yeah, and Willow's like, that's not what I was talking about, but okay. So then Xander comes in and says he has a date. Mm-hmm. And like, oh, dates all around. Giles comes back from the mall with the girl from Shanghai.
He hates them all.
He hates them all, which that tracks. I could see him hating them all. And he still can't communicate with her. He's like, I can't remember what language he said at first. My Mandarin was a bit I was worried my Mandarin was a bit thin, but she speaks Cantonese and it's even thinner. And
he was talking about ice cream, and then she's just like talking in Cantonese about how she's lactose intolerant and how horrible this is. He's
like, ice cream is universal language. Like, ice cream. And then he takes her upstairs to put her stuff away. In the kitchen, Andrew is setting up the new microwave because if we remember, Dawn destroyed it.
Oh, I forgot.
Axe. So
that's right.
Get the new microwave. And he's reading the instructions.
For a microwave.
Yeah. Like, who reads the instructions for a microwave?
I don't.
And then Jonathan shows up. First, obviously.
Boo.
And he's talking to him. He says, I have an assignment for you. And
you can redeem yourself.
And he basically tells him that he wants him to hurt the potentials. And Andrew is not.
Well, kill the potentials.
Yeah. Yeah. And he's like, oh, I can't do that. I'm a good guy now. And, I can't do that. I'm not good with the stabbing and the blood. He's like, you won't have to do it with the blood. And he's like, Willow brought something into this house that you can use.
Also, they're like, a gun has 6 bullets in it? How many of them are there? More than 6, I feel like.
Point,
also, you start shooting one, they're not all going to stay still.
That's why he said, you have to corner them, somewhere in the basement, because it will be chaos.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah. So he said, Willow's gun from the last episode, it's in the house, and you have to find it. So, Anya and Buffy are in the bathroom upstairs talking about their date, or about the dates. So Xander's date, honestly, Anya's not handling it very well. And Buffy's like, oh, maybe it's a date, maybe it's not a date. And they're trying to get some stuff out of Buffy's shirt. It's not going to work. So Buffy goes into the hallway and she runs into Spike. And he's heard she has a date.
And he's fine with it. Totally
He's fine. Like, he's fine with it. She's kind of like worried about his feelings. She's like kind of tiptoeing around the fact that she's going on a date. And he's like, it's okay. Like, I know where we stand. Like, I understand and everything.
She encourages him to date too.
Yeah. And he's like, yeah. You know, bad guy boy thing people like. And she's like, yeah. And so she leaves. And you can like tell he's like, ouch. Yep. Like, it hurts him.
Yeah, it sucks.
He's hurt. But he does the good thing and just doesn't make her feel bad about it or anything. So at the espresso pump, Xander is waiting for Lissa. And she shows up and they meet.
She looks great. She looks like she's ready for more than a coffee date.
Yeah, she's ready. She's ready to go. So at Buffy's, Willow can't find anything on Woodnet. Like, we also, like, earlier they talked about how like, she's going to look up stuff on Principal Wood. And so
the only stuff she can find is, like, recent, like, from after Sunnyvale. So that's kind of weird.
Sunnydale.
Did I say Sunnydale? I even wrote Sunnydale.
I wrote
Sunnyvale.
Yeah, I know. I do that all
For those of you watching, I lived in Sunnyvale for 8 years. It's not my fault.
Yeah, it's in the area. So, yeah. It's supposed to be, like, where the name was taken from for Sunnydale. So, there's a connection. So, all right. So, Willow is looking for stuff on Principal Wood. Can't find anything, only since he's showed up here in Sunnydale. Yep. And Giles comes down with his communication flashcards.
With his creepy drawings.
Freaked out. I can't remember her name.
I don't know her name.
The girl from...
The new one.
The new girl from Shanghai. And they're very graphic, kind of like what he did in Hush. Like on the overhead projector. And he's trying to communicate with like the seriousness of Bringers, and it's very bloody, and people are like, what are you doing? You can't show her this stuff.
This is terrible, yeah.
Yeah. And Giles is freaking out about how Xander and Buffy are out on dates.
How can anyone think about social lives? We're in mortal danger.
Yeah. So he's very annoyed. And Andrew is kind of watching this whole thing, like, from afar. Wood leads Buffy down this alley. She's kind of like skeptical because she doesn't know what his deal is.
Yeah, it's creepy. See, like, why is he wandering? Why is he taking her down an alley at night? Yeah,
and he's like, the restaurant's just down here. It's this little place. No one really knows about it. She's like, okay, all right. And so they're going, and then they get attacked by vampires.
And I thought this was on purpose, but it appears that it wasn't. It just was a happenstance.
And so did Buffy. So she kills a few of them, and she's like, you set me up. But then she sees that he's also fighting them. Yeah. And he dusts a few vampires.
He does 2 of them. What?
Yeah. And she's like, wow, like, how did you just do? Like, you just knew what you did. You're not freaking out. You know what to do. You're trained. And he says, we should talk. So the espresso pump is a great first, like, date topic is his ex. He's talking about Anya, how he left her at the altar, and he still sees her every day. He's still part of his life.
This is not first, second, third. Flag. It's not like this is this is pretty far into several dates. I would say.
Red flag.
Yeah.
Here, and she's
if somebody told me on our first date that he just left his whatever fiance at the altar, I'd be like, and this is our last date, weirdo.
And you still see her every day and all this, like, that is messy. But she seems to just take it in stride and says, it seems like it was the best thing for both of you. If you had your doubts, you shouldn't have married her. Yeah.
But then he talks about how the anniversary's coming up, and I'm like,
their anniversary.
Stop it.
Oh.
Would have been anniversary.
Yeah. So yeah, and he's like, I should take you on a better date than this, like this coffee place. And she's like, well, let's go do something fun. So they're gonna do something fun. At the restaurant, Buffy says, you know who I am? And he says, yeah, you're the Slayer. He knows about Slayers. And he says that, we probably got jumped outside because I'm not too, popular with the vampires. She's like, yeah, I know what that's like. Is obviously in Sunnydale on purpose. He knew that there was something going to be happening and he wants to be part of the fight.
And it seems like he maneuvered her into being with him more.
Yeah, the job. And she's like, oh, you just hired me.
So and he knew the whole time then.
Mm-hmm, yeah, he knew the whole time. She was a Slayer and everything, which Buffy is a little disappointed about.
Because she wasn't hired for her mad skills.
Her mad skills with the kids. Yeah, can relate to them.
No promotion.
No, there's no promotion. And so she basically says, like, how do you know about all this? And he says, my mom was a Slayer. Also,
this was a surprise.
Yeah, big reveal that his mom was a Slayer.
I definitely did not see that coming.
She died when he was 4.
That's very sad.
And she asked what happened to her. He said a vampire, but he never found him. He went through this whole like avenging thing in his 20s where he wanted to try to find the vampire that killed
And
his
during
mom.
this scene, I texted Ashley and I said, "Did Spike kill Wood's mom?" And she wrote back laughing emoji.
I didn't know when you had sent that, so that was good.
This was a scene.
Good intuition.
I was like, ooh.
Never found him, and he said her watcher took him in and raised him, so that's why he's like trained and everything. Andrew has found the gun in Buffy's undies drawer.
Yeah.
And I like when he says, he's like, show it to me. Or show him to me. And he's like, well, there were some thongs and normal underwear. I didn't take anything. He's like, the gun, not her underwear. That's the thing I was thinking of earlier when he said.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Lacy. He talked about lacy ones.
Yeah. He's like,
oh my
there's
God.
thongs and regular underwear. He's like, I'm not talking about her underwear. I'm talking about, like, you're not talking to Spike, dude. He'd want to know that, not Andrew.
So this is when Jonathan talks about trapping him in the basement.
Oh, okay. Yeah. When he trapped him in the basement. So he found the gun. And he said, why don't you just have Spike do this? Like, you have control over him. And he says, Spike, it's not time for Spike yet.
Yeah, I wonder what that means.
Yeah. He hasn't been used to his full
Yikes.
potential, I guess. And then Andrew starts being like, so, do you have any weaknesses? Is your power from this and that? And he's like, why are you asking all these questions?
And he asks about killing Buffy.
Yeah, when are we going to kill Buffy? And then Jonathan says, are you wearing a wire?
And then Bellow's on the other line.
Yes, and Willow's listening. So obviously, unbeknownst to us, the Watcher, she has, he told them.
So he told them, yeah. So he is redeemable, apparently, kind of.
Yeah, so far, so good, I guess. And Andrew says, no, I'm not doing it. Like, okay, obviously, like now they know. Andrew knows. Jonathan knows. The first knows about it. And Andrew says, I'm staying good. I'm not going to do this. Yeah. And he gets really mad. Like, the first gets really mad about this, being trying to be tricked. He's like, you can't trick me. And he starts talking, but everyone can hear them. Like, the girls in the base, wherever they are, I can't remember, can hear what's going on. Not just through the wire. And shows up in the basement with all the girls that are, like, hiding down there, and Willow and everything. And says, there's going to be so many dead girls, and he kind of looks like a corpse. And he, like, freaks them out. And then disappears. So, in the basement of the school, we see the fun that Alyssa had in mind.
Xander.
Yeah, he is tied up to another one of those things that is going to, suspend him over the seal.
Did seem a little out of his league, I'll admit.
Yeah. So he's like, yeah, another demon woman, finds me attractive. Another one. Like, I could never... and she's obviously going to bleed him to open the seal, like Spike was. So at Buffy's, everyone's convened again, except for Buffy, but Spike's there and everything, and they're like, and Giles is like, why did you try to record it?
That was a bad idea to try to record it.
Willow was like, okay, we just ended up pissing it off, but we don't know anything on it, so we were just trying something, it didn't work out, we just pissed off the first really bad.
But they did gather that it's not time for Spike yet.
Yeah.
So we need to figure out what that means.
Yeah, and Spike says, I wonder why they didn't use me, and he says, that the first said it wasn't time for Spike yet. He's like, I'm going to get Buffy. And they're like, no, we can call her. Her phone's there. Then Willow gets a text from Xander, and I can't remember what it said, but it was code.
And she's like, it either means date's going really well, you won't see me for a while, or
I'm being like, my date's going to eat me or something like that. She's like, can't remember which it is. And they're like, well, the odds are that his date's trying to kill him. So, Spike's going to get Buffy. Because Xander's in danger. He
just wants to go ruin the date.
Yeah, he just like, I'll get Buffy.
The date. Yeah.
I'll get Buffy. No, don't. I'll get Buffy. No, don't. And he's like, okay.
Like, I'm just going. Bye.
Yeah. At the restaurant, so Buffy, Wood is...
feeds her dessert?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Her dessert.
This date escalated.
And of course, at that moment, when the fork is in her mouth, she's like, Spike shows up next to the table.
Yeah, awkward. Couldn't get any more awkward.
And she's like, what are you doing here? And he says, it's Xander. And then she like sobers up. It's like, oh, we gotta go. So in the basement, we find out that obviously like she's trying to open, in the school basement, she's trying to open the seal to release more Uber vamps. So there's more than one down there. The one that we've already seen. There was more.
And she actually stabs him in the stomach.
She starts to stab him. Yeah.
Yeah, damn. I don't know. I didn't think she was actually going to get that far, but.
And basically, she just wants to, like, help things along. Like, she's evil, right? She wants to help
to align
the first
herself
around.
with evil.
Yeah, and I think he says, oh, this is about Buffy. He's like, who's Buffy? Like, the Slayer. She's like, you know the Slayer? So it had really nothing to do with Buffy or who he associates with. Yeah. Which does sometimes get them in trouble.
It seems like she just randomly picked him.
She just randomly picked him because he was, like, so thirsty, probably. Yeah, so she starts to stab him, and he starts to blood. In the car, Spike, Wood, and Buffy are driving to the school. It's awkward.
And Wood's like, how do you guys know each other?
Yeah. He works with me in the Struggle Against Evil. Very awkward. Very awkward. She's like, how long? How long until we get there? You think Buffy would know. So they show up in the basement. Buffy fights Lissa, and Spike also fights her. And then Wood sees Spike change. So he sees that he's a vampire. Yep. But Wood then goes help Xander down, helps him down from the contraption.
But he seemed like his facial expression when he sees that, it was like,
yeah, he's shocked that
and upset.
Buffy works with a vampire at this point. And the seal starts to open as Wood is standing on it, helping Xander down. And a Uber Vamp's arm comes out and grabs Wood's leg. It's grabbing him, but he's able to get Xander off of the seal so the blood stops, so that the opening slams shut and cuts the Uber Vamp's arm off, and it's just sitting there. Yep. So very close. We were very close to getting another Uber Vamp. And then Buffy's able to behead Lissa, and then she turns into her actual demon self because her eyes changed. Yeah, they were like yellow, but then we actually see her like true form, which is pretty gnarly. And Xander asks Buffy, "How is your date going?" Good as mine. Wow. Do you think he'll get a second date if you could just like weekend Bernie's her head back on? So at Buffy's, they're all waiting. They don't know everything, so it's cool now. They're all waiting for Buffy and Spike to come back and Xander and how everything is. And Anya's really worried.
She's like, his slut ate him up. Yeah. That really made me laugh so hard.
Yeah. And then she sees them coming down the thing and she says, okay. She's like, oh, annoyed that he's okay. She has very complicated feelings about this situation.
I understand. I mean, understandably.
Understandably. And Xander comes in. He's like, that's it. I want to be gay. Willow, show me your ways. Gay me up. I want to be gay. I'm done with this. And then Buffy's like, well, maybe he'll just attract male demons then if he's gay. And they're all like, hee hee hee. And then Giles is like, stop it. Like,
no more time for fun and games.
No more fun and games. This is serious.
People are going to die.
Yeah. He's like, we might die. People are going to die. And he shows those like flashcards. He's like, this is real. This is like really happening. Girls are dying. They have died and more will die. And everyone's like chastened. Like, oh, yeah, sorry. And then he walks off all mad. So then Spike and Buffy are sitting on the couch. He says, did you hear what happened tonight while you were gone? She said, yeah. And that, Andrew told him that the first said that it's not time for him yet. So he wants to move out and leave town. So he can separate himself from Sunnydale. That way, hopefully, he'll be less effective.
But Buffy's like, nope, you can stay. She's not ready for him to not be there.
Yeah. And she's like, you have another like body now. You have another demon fighter now. She's like, that's not why I need you. That's not why I need you here. He says, well, why? And she says, I'm not ready for you not to be here yet. And he says, okay, like, obviously something's going on in that head of yours. Well, what about Principal Wood? You just went on a date with this guy. Like, where does he, like, factor into all this? And she doesn't answer.
Yeah, because she doesn't know.
Yeah. So things are left in the air there. So Principal Wood's at home. He is getting ready for bed, and the first comes to him as his mother.
And what I like about Principal Wood is he knows immediately. He's like, I'm not dealing with this bullshit. Yeah. Everyone was always pretty taken in. Mm-hmm. And, like, he's just like, no.
Yeah. Even if they're not like, even if they don't believe it, they're scared. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like Andrew
walks right through her.
Point. Yeah, he's like, do you know who she is?
The actress?
No, the character. Like, we've seen her
from
before.
The subway or whatever.
Okay, yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. No, and even when we were back, when he said his mom was a Slayer, I was like, oh, the subway chick.
Okay, good. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Nikki is her name.
Nikki, okay.
Nikki, yeah.
Subway chick, Nikki.
Yes. So that was his mom. Obviously she looks very similar to that scene. So that's why. And he knows right away Like, I'm not going to be toyed with by you. And she's like, your mom would be so, I would be so proud. Like, I'm so proud of you for this and that, for doing all of this. And he's like, well, imagine how my mom would actually feel when I help take you down. And he's like, not having it. He walks directly through her.
And he says, like, he has no use for her and just wants her gone.
Just wants you gone. And she's like, well, would you like to know who killed me? And so that gets his attention.
Yeah.
It reels him in. And she said, you met him. You fought by his side. And he says Spike. Because that's who he just met and fought by. He doesn't fight by vampire's side. That happened today.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And she says, what do you say? And he says, thank you. And that's the end of the episode. So, ooh.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, this was...
Not everybody would put 2 and 2 together about his mom. Maybe, like 50%. But once you see her in the mirror, you're like, oh, yeah, it's Nikki from the...
Yeah, looks like her. Yep.
Yeah. And we already seen Spike kill her, so, like, that's well documented. Like, we know that.
Yep.
That's where Spike got his jacket. He took it off her.
Oh.
Yeah, he takes it off of her in the subway.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, so his famous jacket is his mom's jacket.
Yikes.
Yeah, so that's the end of the episode. This isn't the best, but this is one I picked. Okay, so my favorite quote is when in the beginning when Spike and Giles talk, and Spike says, Anya said you were the first, said you were evil. You're supposed to be all go-throughable. Giles says, then why the hell did you tackle me, you Burke? What's that supposed to do? And Spike says, I didn't think of that. He calls him a Burke. Why did you do that, you Burke? That whole scene was, like, really funny. And then, of course, my favorite scene was Buffy and Spike on the couch when she says she doesn't want him to leave. Okay. What do you expect from me? I'm just a girl.
Sitting in front of a vampire.
Yeah, asking him to love me.
Okay, my favorite quote was actually at the end, and I only got part of it, but when Xander comes back from his date, and he says he's going gay. Willow, gay me up. Come on, let's gay.
Yeah, it's on here. It says, okay. Willow says, what happened? Xander says, what do you think happened? Another demon woman was attracted to me. I'm going gay. I've decided to turn gay. Willow, gay me up. Come on, let's gay. And then Willow says, what? What? And then he says, you heard me. Just tell me what to do. I'm mentally undressing Scott Bakula right now. It's a start, isn't it? Oh, and I know Dawn always says, Clem always liked you.
Oh, yeah, that was funny. Yeah, that was cute.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yes, that was my favorite. And my favorite scene was actually the scene in the alley and the restaurant with the date with Principal Wood, basically. Because we got a lot of reveal there. Like, because
that was a big reveal.
This whole season, I was just like, what is up with this guy? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, we kind of we're kind of wondering if he's like a bad guy. And so we finally figured out.
Oh, yeah.
He's not a bad guy.
Yeah. And Buffy also asks if he has any powers or anything. He's like, no, I don't have any powers. I don't have any responsibility to the Slayer line or anything like that.
He's just
Buffy had never heard that a Slayer had any children. So I'm sure her watcher went to great lengths to make him like kind of untraceable because he would be a target, I would imagine.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, just took him in and like kept it under wraps.
That's why he's not on Google.
Yeah. All right, so I gave it a 4.7 out of 5 stakes. The Wood reveal was huge. And I think it was a really good reveal. I think like being a Slayer's kid is like really cool. Yeah. And like the kind of like wanting the revenge for his mom's death, because I just think that was a really cool idea. I think it's well done. Yeah, I just think it was a great use for Wood. I think that it was good. Something new too. Like we've never even toyed with the idea. Except for Angel. Yeah, except for Angel being like, "Don't you want kids someday?" And she's like, "Excuse me, I'm 16 years old. I'm 17 years old." But we've never really ever really talked about that at all. Like we just like Slayers don't have anything really. You know what I mean? So yeah, one of them had a kid. So I think that's cool. And then we get a little bit more with Buffy and Spike because they've been in this kind of like weird like building a friendship, but there's more. But there's a lot of baggage and past and stuff. So we get a little bit more from Buffy on that in this episode because we've kind of been in a holding pattern with that for a while. The dates were fun. I think that having the dates were fun. This is like heavy, not the heaviest, but this is going to be like a pretty heavy season with the end and everything coming. So I think it was good. It was a good little fun episode, but it did move things forward. It was some of it was throwaway, some of it was not. So that was a good balance, I think. And Andrew was tested, and he passed. Yep, he passed because he's so changeable. who knows? We didn't know what could happen.
Yeah.
Did you believe that he was going along with it?
Yeah, of course I did.
And that would be easily believable.
Until he started asking about, as soon as he asked about the weakness, I was like, oh.
Yeah, until he was acting so suspicious. I didn't realize he was wearing
a wire, but I was like, okay, so maybe he's not.
Yeah. But yeah, it would definitely be easily thought that he would just be like, okay, I'm going to go back to being bad.
Exactly.
Because he's so easily manipulated. So I give it 4.7. I thought it was good.
So I gave it a 4.5, which is basically like your 4.7.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's good.
Yeah. I mean, basically everything you said. I like this focusing on the wood stuff this episode, just because like I have been wondering this whole season. So I'm glad we finally got to move that along.
It was time.
Yeah. And tying in, like you said, like this is really new and different. Like he's a Slayer's kid. The revenge thing, that's going to be interesting now that he knows it's Spike. Like, is he going to want to kill Spike? So that's good. I thought, so sometimes the side episode or the side storylines annoy me. But these ones were great. The date with Xander was really funny. Well, not funny. I mean, kind of funny.
Yeah.
It had its moments, but yeah.
It was on brand.
Poor Xander, but yeah. So yeah, that was good. And then just watching, Jonathan, like you said, pass the test. He's slightly redeemable. So yeah, that was good. Giles trying to bring everybody back to reality to be like, hey, stop having fun. But it's just like, you need to like have some lightness still. Like you can't just be super heavy all the time. So
yeah. And also you just made me think of something else. Like Giles' concern in this episode about Spike and Buffy, like will that end up being founded? Yeah. Like does Buffy know what she's doing with him? Does she not?
Yeah. Like he's not the best choice for her.
Giles questioning. Like even from a romantic perspective, like it's clear that he does not want her to be. But I think he's also like, be careful. Don't trust him too much. Don't rely on him too much, even if it's not in a romantic way. He's concerned about that too. So we'll see if that is founded.
Yep.
To come, like who is instincts are right about him.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's another thing we'll probably not we'll visit again.
I imagine we will.
Yeah. All right. Anything else?
I don't think so.
All right. So our next episode is Get It Done.
Get what done?
Get it done. So the question is, how was the first Slayer made? We find out. We find out a lot of really great Slayer lore in the next episode.
Wait, that's my question. How was the first Slayer made?
Yeah.
Well, actually, when two people really love each other.
When a vampire and a human really love each other and they give birth to a baby, it's Buffy. That's not how it happened.
I'm assuming not.
Wouldn't that be funny, though?
I don't know. That's interesting.
I know it's a hard question.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mostly asked it just to be like, what's your whistle for finding out in the next episode?
Okay, great. Let's go with that because I have no idea.
The love child of a vampire and a human. There you go. I spilled the beans. You always want me to tell you.
Is it really that?
No.
Oh, okay. I was like, what? That would be weird.
No, it's not that. It's better than that. That would be, that would be interesting. Okay. All right. So that's what we're going to go with. Love child. All right. So that wraps up season 7, episode 14, First Date. Again, you can find us on all major podcast apps, YouTube and Instagram at One Girl in All the World Pod. You can email us at onegirlpod@gmail.com. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back with season 7, episode 15, Get It Done. See you real soon.
Bye.